Are you considering bottle feeding your baby? In this video, I will discuss the potential harms of bottle feeding and why it is essential to say no to protect your baby from these harmful effects. 1. What are some of the potential harms associated with bottle feeding? Bottle feeding your baby can lead to a number of potential health risks. The primary concern is the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, obesity, and tooth decay due to excessive consumption of sugary beverages, which are often included in bottle feeding mixes. Aside from that, there is also an increased risk of ear infections and diarrhea due to improper mixing or storage of formula. Furthermore, babies who are bottle-fed may have difficulty transitioning to other kinds of food later on in life, as they did not learn how to suckle properly when being fed through bottles. All these could lead to serious health complications if not addressed early on. 2. Why is it important to say no to bottle feeding your baby? Bottle feeding your baby should be avoided, as it can lead to a number of negative health consequences. Bottle feeding can cause tooth decay, ear infections, and diarrhea. Additionally, bottle-fed babies tend to gain weight more quickly than breastfed babies, which can increase their risk for obesity later in life. Bottle feeding can also reduce the bond between mother and baby, since breastfeeding is known to increase bonding hormones such as oxytocin. Furthermore, if formula milk is used instead of breast milk, then the baby will not receive the benefits of the essential antibodies that come in breast milk, which help protect the baby from illnesses and boost immunity. 3. Are there any long-term effects that could arise from early bottle feeding? Yes, there are long-term effects that can result from early bottle feeding. These include an increased risk of obesity and diabetes later in life, as well as an increased risk of developing cavities due to a lack of proper nutrition. Bottle-fed babies also tend to have weaker muscles, which can lead to poor coordination and balance. Additionally, bottle feeding has been linked to high rates of colic, ear infections, allergies, asthma, and learning disabilities. All these risks can be minimized or avoided by breastfeeding instead. 4. Is there risk of obesity in babies who are bottle-fed? Yes, there is a risk of obesity in babies who are bottle-fed. Studies have found that those who are formula-fed are more likely to be overweight by their first birthday than those who were breastfed. This could be due to the fact that formula milk is typically higher in sugar and fat than breast milk. Parents should also be careful not to overfeed their baby with a bottle, as this can lead to excessive weight gain. To reduce your baby's risk of obesity, it is important to monitor their weight regularly and make sure they get enough physical activity during the day. Additionally, parents should look for formulas that are designed for growth and development rather than simply providing calories for energy needs. 5. How do I tell if my baby is not getting enough nutrients while bottle feeding? If you are worried that your baby is not getting enough nutrients while bottle feeding, there are a few signs to look out for. Your baby may be undernourished if they have slow weight gain and did not seem content after feeds, fail to meet milestones in development, or become ill often. Additionally, their skin may appear yellowish due to jaundice, or they may also show signs of dehydration such as dry lips, dark urine, and less frequent bowel movements than usual. If you suspect your baby is malnourished from bottle feeding, it is important to seek medical advice immediately. A health professional will be able to assess your baby's nutrient levels and provide guidance on how to improve their nutrition and health. 6. Is breast milk or formula more beneficial for my baby's health? The answer to this question is clear. Breastfeeding is far more beneficial for your baby's health than bottle feeding with formula. Breast milk has essential nutrients that cannot be found in formula, including antibodies and certain vitamins and minerals that protect babies from a variety of illnesses. In addition, breastfed babies are less likely to suffer from digestive issues such as constipation or diarrhea, and have fewer ear infections and other respiratory illnesses. Breastfeeding also helps form a secure bond between mother and child, which can benefit the mental development of both baby and mom. The World Health Organization recommends exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life, followed by continued breastfeeding alongside appropriate complementary foods up until 2 years of age or beyond. 7. What alternatives can I provide for feeding my newborn without using bottles? Breastfeeding is the most natural and healthy option for feeding your newborn. However, if you cannot or choose not to breastfeed, there are many alternatives available like cup feeding, finger feeding, and spoon feeding that can provide your baby with the nutrition they need safely and effectively. Cup feeding has been found to be a safe and effective way of nurturing babies without the need for bottles. It's also a great way to bond with your little one, as it allows for skin-to-skin contact between parent and child. Finger feeding involves using a special device that fits over an adult's finger to dispense formula or express breast milk into the baby's mouth while they are being held in an upright position. Spoon feeding is similar to finger feeding, but instead of using a special device, an adult would use a teaspoon or other flat spoon to dispense the formula or express breast milk into the baby's mouth. There are also special bottles available that don't contain any dangerous chemicals like bisphenol A, BPA, and phthalates, which can be used in conjunction with these alternative feeding methods. Whichever method you choose, it's important to take the necessary precautions to ensure your baby is safe and well fed. Talk to your pediatrician if you have any questions about your baby's nutrition needs or want more information on alternative feeding methods. We've discussed the importance of breastfeeding and how it can protect your baby from many potential health issues. This is why we encourage parents to breastfeed their babies rather than resorting to bottle feeding. We hope this article has been helpful in educating you about the benefits that come with breastfeeding, as well as some tips for successfully nursing your infant. If you have any questions or comments on this subject, please leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our upcoming articles. Thank you for tuning in to Say No to Bottle Feeding. Protect your baby from harmful effects.